going on, everybody? It's your boy Anthony here, aka Who Dat Dripping, and today I want to talk about stop doing your will and start to do God's will. I wish somebody would have told me this when I was much younger, but I figured it out now. So now here I am explaining this to you. Many of us are doing our own will instead of God's will. So the Creator sent you down here. You on earth for a reason. You ain't just down here because you wanted to be down here. You down here for a reason. So your job is to understand that reason. So that means that you have a purpose. So in John 6, chapter 35 through 40, Jesus said this. Jesus said, I didn't come from heaven to do what I want. I came to do what the Father wants me to do. So Jesus literally just told you that he didn't come down here to do what he want to do. That is 90+% of the people right now. They are down here doing whatever the fuck they want. Because why? The truth is not being taught. And we're going to get into that. The truth is not being taught about who we are, about the nature of our reality, and about how things work. In school, we was taught that we can be whatever we want. We can do whatever we want. And wrong. That's farther from the truth. We can be and do whatever we design to do. So there are some things that I can do that you can't do. And there's some things that you can do that I can't do. So therefore, I can't do or be whatever I want to be. Your job is just to simply understand who you are. Knowledge of self. But people refuse to do that. Why? Ignorance. Why? They are trapped in the matrix. They are trapped in this illusion. Misinformation. Through manipulation. Now, y'all should know the story of Satan, aka Iblis, aka Satan, Lucifer. He goes by many names. And the story goes like this. God kicked him out of heaven for what? Because he didn't want to bow down to clay, dirt, because he was a fire being, aka jinn. He thought that fire beings was better than dirt beings or clay beings. So God kicked his ass out of heaven and sent him to hell. Now, oh my God. Now, many religious people think that that is an action, that is a literal place. But that's farther from the truth. Now, the reason you probably think that is because you're being manipulated by Iblis, by Satan, to believe that. When actuality, he was kicked out of heaven, which is a higher realm, which is a dimension, and sent to hell, which is earth, which is a lower realm. And he said that he was going to get his revenge. He was going to manipulate God's people. Him and God had a bet. He was going to. It talked about this in the movie Constantine. If you haven't seen the movie Constantine, you might want to go and watch it. He swore that he was going to get his revenge. He was going to steer God's people away from God and take them on the right path. He was going to take the truth and flip it upside down. So here on earth, everything has been flipped upside down. So the fact that you think you got the truth, most likely you probably don't have the truth, especially if you haven't done any research, if you haven't read any ancient texts, you know, or if you don't have the love of the truth. Because if you had love of the truth, you would know that the truth had been flipped upside down. So religion have been infiltrated, if you don't know already. That truth been flipped upside down. So this is why religion, I like what this guy said named Matthew 33, that people in religion can't fight their way out of a wet paper bag. Why? because they not operating in truth. And in the Bible, God said himself that he was going to send people a strong illusion or illusion who don't have the love of the truth. And many people don't have the love of the truth. They don't accept the truth. They don't search for the truth. They don't ask, seek, or knock when it comes to the truth. They just accept what they've been told, which is the worst thing that you can do. Why would you do that? So now, many people are walking around doing their own will instead of God's will, because they don't have the truth, and the truth has been flipped upside down. And thanks to your boy Satan, Iblis, Shaitan, thanks to him, he done a great job at doing so. Now, if you ain't know, religion have been infiltrated by secret societies. You know them as the Freemason, who their god is Lucifer. So that spirit of Iblis or Satan is in those secret organizations, and they are being used to do his work. So I've been talking about this, and there's been many other people who've been breaking it down, what happened in the Council of Nicaea, and etc., etc. Who is King James, and etc., etc. So the reason I bring this up is because you've been lied to. You right now are doing your will, and you're not doing God's will. Now you might ask me, well, Anthony, what is God's will? Well, God gave you everything that you need for life and godliness. That's what it said in the Bible, which is true. The thing is, we not aligning ourselves with God. Most of us believe that God is separate from us. That is the biggest mistake. That caused that caused a disconnection from source. So a lot of the problems that we have in our life is because we disconnected from source and we operate in the flesh. And the Bible said the flesh and the spirit, they war against each other. These two are contrary to each other, if I said that word right. So you are operating in your flesh, which that means that you're doing your own will instead of spirit, which means that you're doing God's will. Now, how do you find God's will is the question. Well, I'm glad that you asked. So, this circle here, right? I talked about this. I broke this down already, how the church, this is the real church right here. I broke that down. If you haven't seen that video, go watch it on my YouTube, King, and click the link in the bio. So, this is the true church. This is the same circle that you always see depicted behind Jesus Christ's head, which is a sun wheel. If you want to understand God's will for your life, this is why it's important to understand phonetics, because phonetics is the speech sounds of word and how they sound alike. So that means that it's the same vibration. You can't tell if I'm saying will, W-I-L-L, or will, W-H-E-E-L. Just like 2, 2, and 2. You can't tell which one I'm saying. Vibrationally, they the same, but definition-wise, they different. But do the universe understands? Do the universe knows that when you saying it? No. Or the field? No. It just knows the vibration. Just recognize the vibration. So God, if you want to understand God's will for your life, understand your will. This is the true church. Church actually means a circle that you have rulership over, that you have power over, that you are Lord over, that you're an ambassador. You are an ambassador for source code. So this circle, a circle actually means a will. Of course, a will and a circle is the same thing. And the word will actually means a cycle. So to make this make sense, astrology, right? It is a circle. It is a wheel. It is a cycle because it always comes back. Just like the seasons. The season is a circle. It's a wheel. It's a cycle. Summer, winter, fall, and summer. It always come back. North, east, south, and west. So church actually means a circle, which actually means a wheel, which actually means a cycle. So if you want to understand God's will, boom. Understand your church. Understand your circle. Understand your will. because this activates your circle of Willis, which is right inside of your brain. Now, I talked about this already. Now, the symbol of Jesus Christ being crucified with him on the cross, that is symbolic on what's inside of your biology or your anatomy. I broke this down already. Now, many of us took it as literal because we've been programmed to take it as literal. But, you know, I can put any kind of money that the Bible wasn't meant to be taken as literal. Although there is some things, some exoteric, some outer knowledge, but mostly it's inner knowledge, which is esoteric. So the Bible is written it's an allegorical book. So that right there will let you know that ain't meant to be taken as literal. Jesus said he's going to only teach in parables. That right there tells you that it wasn't meant to be taken as literal if you know what allegory mean or if you know what parable mean. Basically, it's a figurative speech. So the Bible is a biological / astrological book to help you understand you. But you would never hear this in religion. Now, in secret societies, they teach this. They teach the esoteric knowledge of the Bible. That's why they got the power. That's why religion don't. And look at the word religion, which I've been talking about over and over and over again. It means rely on. The Y is inexchangeable. The I is inexchangeable with the Y. Rely on. So you're relying on something outside instead of give you truth when it ain't here to give you truth. You're relying on something outside yourself will let you know that it's not meant to give you truth because it's God within, God eternal. Now, Greg Braden talks about this in his video. I forgot what it was called. I think DNA, the ancient. I forgot what it is, but you can go find it on there. Type in the ancient information of DNA, something like that. But he talks about how he was able to decode inside of the DNA what it was saying. Basically, when he did this, you gotta go watch the video. When he did this, it say God eternal within. So God is within you, operating as you. And the way you align yourself with God, or the way you do God's will, is to understand your numbers. And these numbers come from what? From your name, from your date of birth. You can change your name, but you can't change your date of birth. So the time that you was born, and when you came onto this earth, you was imprinted. This is why everybody fingerprint DNA is different, but it is unique to them. So I can literally find out who you are by understanding your fingerprint. It's all code. This is why it's important to understand the truth and understand how the universe works. Because the universe works according to numbers. The fabric of the universe works on zeros and ones, just like a internet web browser. Nikola Tesla said, if you want to understand the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Also, understand the numbers 369. The numbers 369 is the spiritual realm, the unseen realm, which you can't see with your eyes, where we came from. Now, a lot of us think that we this physical body, but you have been manipulated, once again, by idols, by Satan, by secret societies. And the physical realm works on 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, and 5. That's the physical world. So everything works according to numbers. Even letters. Letters can be broken down into numbers. Sacred geometry. It's all numbers. It's mathematics. So God expresses himself through numbers. Your DNA can be broken down into numbers. is made up of letters C, A, C, G, and T. It all can be broken down into numbers. So God gave you the code. This is why I say in the Bible said God gave you everything for life and godliness. The problem is the information have been manipulated. If you don't, you've never heard of the council of Nicaea. This is why you gotta read. This is why you gotta educate yourself. This is why you gotta go back in the past to get an understanding, or you doing to repeat it. In the council of Nicaea, they picked and chose what they wanted in the Bible and burnt the rest of the shit. Your boy King James, do you know who he was? He was a Freemason. He was a homosexual who was a Freemason. If you ain't know, these motherfuckers into child sacrifice. The shit that you been seeing going on. Pedophilia and all of that. I wonder why. Their God is Lucifer. So that spirit of Iblis or Satan is inside of people. And he is using them to manipulate you. And all I'm doing is just giving you the keys and my understanding of it. I'm designed to be this way. I can go look at my numbers and it'll show me, it'll tell me I'm an informed communicator. That's in my numbers. That's why you see me doing what I'm doing right now. How I'm understanding spiritual principles. Why? Because I'm a soul urge number 9. That's dealing with spiritual attainment. That's dealing with the 9 mind, the highest number. Fibonacci sequence is a 9. So, when you see me making it, you know what I'm saying? When you see me doing what I'm doing, expressing myself the way I am, I'm designed this way. Your job is just to simply understand your design and do that. Because your design is source code. That's how God chooses to express himself through you, but you're not expressing yourself as God because you don't know your design. This is why every culture said knowledge of self is very important. Know thyself. If you don't know thyself, you fried. That's all I can say, bro. So this right here was created by a guy, which I talked about, named Master Teacher 33. All I did was understood what he created and did my research, and it made a lot of sense to me. You can find this circle all through every culture. Every culture. Going thousands of years back. I wonder why. Because everything works according to a circle. Everything is a circle. I ain't gonna say everything is a circle, but the universe is a circle. So it don't matter how vast this universe is, it always comes back. This is where you get the multiverse theory. You know what I mean? Our universe is just one bubble of many other different bubbles, different universes. I don't want to get too deep though. You know, this is it. You know, my mind is able to comprehend that stuff, you know, so hey. The purpose of this video is to simply to get you to understand that you ain't here to do what you want to do. It's really that simple. You are here to do what God wants you to do. And if you want to understand what God wants you to do, all you have to do is understand thyself. Understand what you are here for. Your purpose. So many of us at jobs doing things that doesn't reflect our God-given attributes and characteristics, our purpose. So this is why you probably hate your job, because it doesn't reflect who you are. So for an example, if you at work and you are a leader, but your job requires you to be a follower, you're not going to like that job. You're going to hate that job, and you're probably going to leave that job. And you're going to be bouncing job to job to job because you don't know your design, you don't know who you are, and you go the money. This is why I say the love of money is the root of all evil. Not money, but the love of money. Because since they give you money, you like, shit, fuck it, I'm gonna do this. But you never ask yourself, what is your purpose? Am I designed to do this job? Everybody got a purpose. So if the black community knew their purpose and just thought to do their purpose, everything would be good. Nah, we'd rather go out there and march, protest, picket, ride, which is cool. You can do that. But when you're done, make sure you know your purpose so that you can do your part, just as everybody else should be doing their part. So with that being said, man, it's your boy Andy in here, aka Who That Dripping, and I'll be seeing you later next time. Peace.